Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our players, viewers, and everyone watching the VOD to Unreal Fungus Arc Part 2. Uh, we are back here today with our four lovely players. Here we have Helking, Max, Doe, and Mios. Uh, Before we begin, I'd like to highlight some of the rules we have here on the Unterra server and one specific for Unreal. Um, Genesis, if you could be so kind.
Sorry?
Stream rules.
Oh, yeah, sorry. One sec. I didn't realize you wanted me to.
No, it's okay. In addition to these general rules for the server, I'll repeat again that uh, tabletop role playing can get pretty real and emotional. So we of course want to keep this a comfortable space for everyone. Of course, if something is, um, you know, not something you want to participate in, please speak up. Um, Please remember that this is a collaborative space, um, and that regardless of skill level or experience, we are all here to have fun together. Um, of course, you've all been great at that so far. I'd also like to remind everyone who is watching but not playing that uh, you should only be unmuting to talk if you are playing, and when you are talking, if you're not talking, please remain muted. Also, be mindful that everything that you post in chat and say is being recorded and act accordingly. Thank you so much. Last time on the Fungus arc, our heroes ventured to the forest town of Otakigawa, Wakayama Prefecture of Japan. There, uh, under the substantial difficulty caused by a cybersecurity break and a lack of uh, ranged assistance base, four Union members equipped with uh, a variety of weapons in preparation that they made specifically for something called Fungus, uh, investigated the outskirts, and then eventually the homes and abandoned buildings of this town. They saw what seemed to be the effects of a preliminary invasion of the fungus. They spoke with some of the townsfolk, gained quite a bit of helpful information for their search, and rescued a small girl named Kino, who was trespassing in an abandoned hospital at the top of a mountain on one side of the valley uh, that the town rests in. Having safely delivered her to her mother, the owner and proprietor of a nearby hotel meaning four rooms in a one-story building with an attached restaurant that seats only a few people. They uh, settled in rest for the night. Three of them having a restful sleep, and one stopping to recharge for the night. And that is where we find our heroes. Nyne, what is it like to, instead of sleep, uh, charge and enter a dormant mode?
It's quiet. I see everything around me. I hear little bugs, wildlife. I can hear plants and trees outside just swing in the wind. It's quiet. It's lonesome. And it is very, very long.
As you rest, the night remains peaceful, and you have the opportunity to sort through some of your memory files, understand what happened today, and recall anything you find useful or simply calming or enjoyable. What memory comes to mind?
What happened before we left from the Union, and even long before, there was just one very odd memory that middle of the day, somewhere during the summer.
I'm going to interrupt you. You're very muffled. Could you start from the top? I'm so sorry.
Sorry. As I sat there, I recalled some my memories of the day, memories of prior to the Union. Something stood out. One memory in particular stood out every single time. It was a hot day, like it was summer. Maybe it was noon during the time. Uh, Roars, multiple of them, could be heard gliding down a street. Multiple motorcycles in tandem. The smell of grime and oil mixed in with grass and trees, followed by multiple sounds of laughter, male and female, shouting, laughing. Just an abundance of voices taken together as they rode through the road. This is what I'm talking about. You're free to be anything or anyone you want, you hear me? I, followed by a deafening noise. Promise you that. I raised my head, dizzy, dazed even. I looked in front of me. The person I was holding on to, I couldn't see their face clearly, but I can see wild red hair covered in oil and grime in the wind, but I can't remember the face or the name.
You recall this memory, and it soothes you. You're not sure of its context or origins or how long ago it was, but just remembering it again heals some of the, well, this line of work is difficult, not just on the body, especially since yours is heavily reinforced, but also on the mind. Being able to take some time to rest is it's very filling to you. And even though since your mechanisms still run while you rest, you can tell that it's just about dawn. Perhaps an hour or 40 minutes before sunrise, when the sound of a door slamming open returns you to full function.
Huh?
And we are going to cut. Please hold just a moment. Malcolm,
Hello.
you are trying to stay as quiet as you can. Your shins brush up against some tall grass in front of you, and you look to make sure you aren't gonna step on something that would make a lot of noise. You remember someone told you something, gave you some sort of tip to help you do this. What was his advice?
Light steps move slowly. And light steps move slowly and know where you're always gonna step.
You follow his instructions to the best of your ability. It's hard. You've done this before and messed up at it every single time so far. But this time you are determined to come back with something. Tell me about your first success. What do you bring home?
The first time I've ever actually shot something alive, not just a target dummy or just a mound of dirt, was probably in the middle of spring, just after a light snowfall. And there was a large moose that was seen every now and then in the countryside. Malcolm's father, Richard, had instructed him to go hunt something to, well, not exactly prove himself, but to get a feel for it. So he would eventually, it would take time. Hell, it took about 5 days worth of tracking just to finally see the moose, and another 3 hours after that to get a good shot in. Malcolm remembered what his father had told him back then, and with a graceful motion, shot the moose in the head. A single bullet so as not to cause too much suffering. He would be shaking afterwards as he brought his catch home, where his father was waiting to help prepare it for a meal. Afterward,
You
while
and
dressed. Oh, sorry.
you and your father prepare to dress the carcass. You hang it up to bleed it, and while you can tell he's focused on the work, you notice he can't help but let a little bit of pride show that his training has paid off. Tell me what this process looks like.
And I'm gonna be honest, like IRL, I don't know how to do any of that.
That's totally fine.
I know it's
Your
dressing and preparing it. I just personally do not know everything.
I know a bit more about it. Your father guides you in separating the skin from the flesh and in quartering the meat into proper pieces at the joints. And he guides you in opening the stomach to remove the organs safely without accidentally splitting them and tarnishing the meat. And it is in doing this, slowly flipping your knife beneath the skin of the belly, when you hear something. It's inside the carcass, you think.
What was that? That Malcolm moves his knife in a way to see what's going on.
You fit a couple fingers into the cut you made and pry them open to see what's inside. You've cut at about the center, right where the stomach and upper organs fit together. And you hear it again, a low grumble.
It shouldn't still be alive. I shot Dean through the eyes.
And it was hours ago.
Also
Nearly 6 that you got at home. You push your gloved fingers through and move part of the stomach to one side. You turn to your father and you say, I think I heard something, and a hand wrenches out from its body.
Holy fuck.
It clutches around your face, one thumb over the eye. Its fingernails are long and shattered in places. It scrapes. You scream, and it whispers through your skin. It's already too late.
Malcolm, hearing that.
You awaken.
Oh, I was gonna
Thrashing.
say. Malcolm would have a death grip on his rifle, and thanks to the dream, would slam it into the floor enough to dent it. What the hell just happened? What was that dream?
And you find that you're already losing most of the details of it. All you remember now is the voice.
We're here to eliminate Fungus.
You recenter yourself on your mission. What do you do?
Gotta wake the others. What the hell was... Didn't want to... Blech. Should go check on the others, just in case. Well, already too late. I'm starting to lose it. Hopefully we can find Fungus soon. Michael takes his rifle and heads out the room, planning to meet up with Nyne first and then get to the others' rooms.
You swing the door open. Not poor construction, but old. Squeak, and the handle sort of knocks into the wall of the hallway, and you see Nyne, who is leaning on against a wall in the hallway in sleep mode, who promptly wakes up.
Have you seen anyone come in here, Nyne, or at least your senses? Nyne?
Nyne.
Sorry.
Bro fell into the back rooms. Oh my god.
Sorry. Run that by me one more time.
Malcolm has emerged from his room.
Have you sensed anything out of place? We've been here a whole day, and I'm surprised the Uma hasn't made its move yet. Malcolm looks a bit disheveled, with a bit of bags under his eyes, still clenching with a death grip on his rifle.
If I've seen anything, not to my knowledge. Keep looking though.
Let's go wake the others up. Since it's almost
Okay.
dawn, I expect that we might need to find... Yeah. With the first light, we can start looking for fungus again.
With
Okay,
that,
let's go.
with that, you hear coming from one of the other rooms a thrashing, slamming sound. Something hits the floor. And
Let's go.
we will cut again. Rutley.
Yes.
It is
Yes. Here
cold
I am.
out today.
Mhm.
The coldest day this winter so far. And it's
Oh.
only made worse by the wind at this altitude. Tell me what you've been doing today so far.
Today, Rutley got up early and started working in the farm. Especially, he needed to move the animals to another place so they could eat the new grass. After all, in winter, there is little grass for the animals to eat, and they need to be moved very often to be allowed to eat the greener grass. Now, after the morning, in the afternoon, he climbed his favorite pine tree and he went to the top in a way that he was sitting in a way in which the tree trunk shielded him from the wind and high enough so the sun rays could warm his body.
You rest here in the pine tree
Yes.
after a hard morning's work. But it's not so restful that you could fall asleep because, of course, you are not alone. Who else is here with you?
Rutley is not alone, but however, there is no one with him in the tree. But they are below, screaming for him, and they are all his siblings. Rutley had promised them to teach them how to climb the tree. However, Rutley was trying to postpone or evade that promise in fear that they may get injured trying to climb. However, Rutley consoled himself by thinking that if he didn't tell them to climb the tree, they would try it by themselves and risk having an accident while he was not there. So then Rutley descended the tree and began to try to began to teach his siblings to climb the tree. Soon enough, all of his he knew each branch of that tree better than his own body, so he taught all his siblings which branches to step on, which ones to avoid, which path to take to the top. And soon enough, by the evening, all of his siblings were at the top of the tree, all but one. His younger sister was too afraid to go up, so Rutley climbed to where she was and proceeded to encourage her in order to keep going.
Your sister, she looks apprehensively at the branch above her. You promised you'd catch her if she fell. And with enough encouragement, she finally takes a shot at it, reaching upwards and placing a foot at the next branch to the side of her. She hoists herself up the next branch. And, ever so slightly, places her weight incorrectly. She begins to slip.
Rutley, who was below her, proceeded to quickly put his hands up and grab her torso and grasp firm with the tree with his legs in order to avoid both from falling. He then uh, he then moved his sister to another branch where she could where she could where she could grab safely to the trunk of the tree. Then he told his sister, I told you I will be there to catch you if you fell."
You hold her tightly to you, and she looks at you appreciatively. She
Well,
finds a better hold here at the trunk of the tree, and you know that while this won't be just your place anymore, she can be safe here.
mhm.
She looks up at you and thanks you. And you can tell that this means more to her than nearly anything else right now in this moment. And she says to you something you don't exactly remember. She says, "Thank you so much. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, brother. It's already too late." This is wrong immediately. You can tell. And you don't have enough time to think about it before some loud slamming noise wakes you from your slumber.
What what happened to me? Was I dreaming?
You were.
I'm I'm shivering and my head is killing me. What was that noise right there? I should go and investigate it.
And you will, but not before we cut away again. Yaruki. Today is soon is a very special day. Something you've been waiting for a while. Please tell me what this occasion is. Donut, are you there? Please hold for technical difficulties.
They killed my fucking samurai. I can't believe it.
Yeah, he died in his sleep. We're moving on.
They killed my samurai.
I can hear something, but it's not talking.
No, yeah. It's pure static.
Doe was consumed by the static.
No!
We're
Fungus
listening to
really took
Chapter
its
3
roots
Dark
in us,
World.
huh?
Hello.
Hey, we're back.
Hey, there you are.
I figured it out. All right. Anyways, today was just a day like any other for Yaruki. He was practicing for one of his upcoming tournaments when his father called him aside to his office. Now, naturally, Yaruki, like any other teenager, would assume that he was in some sort of trouble or a long talking to. And he was about 15 here, about 2 years before he joined the union. But when his father actually speaks to him, he tells him he wants to give him a little gift. And he proceeds to walk over to a shelf where he keeps a sword that Yaruki just assumed was decorative in nature. And that sword's name is Shori. Yaruki's father holds the sword. Alright. And he holds it out for Yaruki. And he tells him that, wait, I gotta go back to my notes real quick. He tells Yaruki a little story that Yaruki may have had some parts of, but not the full details of it. Yaruki's father goes into detail about when he was Yaruki's age, maybe a little older. He went down a similar path of competing in sword fighting tournaments. And this was the very sword he used in those tournaments. Now, Yaruki's father wasn't the fastest or strongest by any means, but what made him so formidable was his stubbornness. No matter what any fight he was in, he wouldn't back down, what some would say. And before Yuki's father could start making real headlines, instead of being somewhat of a whisper in the community, he retired to get a more regular job to support Yuki's mother, who was pregnant for Yuki at the time. Yuki's father tells him the moral of the meaning of the story was that he, over time, he lost his motivation for what he loved, which was sword fighting, and that's why he was happy when Yaruki showed interest in it. And now that Yaruki's going down the same path as him, about to compete in this big championship, he wanted to give him his number one most vital treasure to his character, which was his sword. Now, Shori means victory, and Yuki's father explained that it's named that because is to sort of to motivate Yuki's father to get his own victories. Because by taking up the sword, he saw himself as a samurai, and one of a samurai's duties is to personally honor themselves. So he was gonna honor his own katana, named Triumph or Victory, by triumphing and being victorious. But he wasn't able to keep doing that when he retired. So that's why he named Yuriki Yuriki, which is motivation in a sort of way, or like the motivation to do something. He wants Yaruki to take his name and take his sword and be motivated to triumph where his father couldn't, and be make big moves in the community. And that's about it.
You hold this sword that you received today, and you feel that you will treasure it for as long as you can. You start to practice with it. Tell me how you train with this new sword.
Well, I train with the sword like I would with any other, but with a little more respect, as is my father's own treasure. And holding it, it feels like an extension of myself. It fits more with me than any other sword has. You could say graft the sword to my hand, and I'd still prefer to go for Shori than that one.
You can feel that this has become a part of you, and will, perhaps for the rest of your life, be the blade that you carry. As you're getting used to its feel and its weight in the day upcoming the tournament that you do not know will be your last, you swing it in perfect form, and after a while, the grip begins to feel wrong. You try again, and you realize that your palms are slick and wet. You, of course, don't want to damage the blade, so you check your palms. And upon them, at first a numbing pain, and then a sharper, throbbing pain. Words are carved into them, spreading from your left hand to your right. It is already too late. You carefully place the sword down, not wanting to get blood on it, especially on the handle. And well, what do you do?
Yuki steps back for a second, just observing the sword. And he goes to try wiping off his hands. Trying to brush off. Oh.
And you do. You wipe your hands off. And by that, I mean you wipe your hands right off of your wrists. They melt off of right off your wrists like they're made of foam. It doesn't hurt, but it does give you a look in the side yourself. Simply black. You look up and realize that you aren't in the same place you were. You can't see your feet anymore. Something is filling your lungs. You swing your arms, but there's nothing to hold on with. And you know in your heart that even with this blade on the ground, even with your father's wishes for you, you can't compete anymore. No one will even stand up to you and give you a fair fight. It is already too late. All you can think about, as the rest of you slowly dissolve, is how disappointed he'd be. You find that you have fallen out of bed on the floor. It makes a loud noise as you hit your head. If you are talking, we cannot hear you.
I was waiting for you to continue.
Yeah.
Cool.
What do you do?
Yaruki, from the adrenaline of it all, doesn't really feel the pain in his head yet. He just quickly stands up and fixes his hair before walking over to his bed and seeing if there's like any remnants of anything that could have caused the dream, say like sludge or whatever. And he sees Shory on his bed because he keeps it there, and he quickly grabs it just to make sure that he can still hold it in his hand, and he checks the blade to see if there's any blood that was in his dream on it, but it's completely fine.
It's clean. Nothing happened. This is when Nyne and Malcolm open the door to your room.
You all right there, Yaruki?
Greetings.
Yaruki's kind of sweating right now from the dream, but he quickly turns around to his teammates and confirms that he's a-okay.
Let's go get Rutley as well. I just had... We really need to find that Uma. Malcolm would groan out, still looking a bit disheveled from his own dream, and seeing the state Yaruki was in, offers him a kind smile. Try and help things settle down, even if his hand was on a white-knuckled death grip on his rifle.
All of you find that while your sleep was mostly restless, the details of it are hard to recall. It is only the voice that you remember.
We've collected Rutley, right?
Rutley has emerged from his room.
Let's get to...
What's wrong? What was the noise? Is everyone okay?
Did you have a weird dream?
So did I. I don't seem to remember many details also.
It's already too late. We might... I can't even
Too
remember
late.
the details, but that's all I can remember.
So do I. I think my sister told me too late, but late for what?
Most likely, we're already under Fungus's rules.
Well, that's bad. I think Rutley says in pain.
I'm confused because I don't recall any of that. I didn't even sleep, first of all.
That might be why you didn't have a nightmare like that. We should get
Huh.
to. We should check out that old man's house. If it really is the center of the Uma, we're gonna want to get there soon.
All right.
What do you do now that you have collected yourselves?
There was the old house, the old man that left his truck behind that was covered in fungus, right?
Yes. It was not covered in fungus. I believe it was just completely shuttered, like all the doors and windows were
No, I'm talking
closed
about
in.
his truck that we encountered
Oh,
before we got
the
there.
truck. Yes, the truck. Yes, yes, yes. That was all the way up at the top of the cliff on the opposite side, where the road in to town was.
So we're gonna go to the previous guy's house, see what's there,
All right.
or at least that's Malcolm's plan.
He also gets all his stuff and follows Malcolm.
I have a different idea. You guys can go, of course, but I want to go find Kino. I want to make sure she's all right.
Just stay safe. We don't know what the Uma's rules are yet. And if
Fine. You don't have to worry about me.
1 second. I have to check on something. We will take a 1-minute break.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We will continue. Do you all decide to leave the establishment?
well, all of us other than Nyne, I guess. There, don't it?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Kino's still inside.
As you emerge into the from the hallway into the not the front room, the area with the host desk. You can hear from the doorway in the back of the room a faint sobbing. It sounds like the hostess.
Are you all right over there? Malcolm would approach slowly.
You hear her more clearly through the door, but she doesn't respond to you.
Malcolm knocks on the door a bit loud, trying to catch her attention.
It. I'm sorry. Yes, come in. Can I help you?
Are you all right? I heard sobbing
Uh,
or crying.
the door is unlocked.
I open the door.
Inside, the hostess kneels in front of a futon, changing the compress on the forehead of one Kino who seems to be fading in and out of consciousness. There is soaks towels in cold water pressed against her upper arms and forehead. She is restless and seems to be having a hard time breathing. The hostess continues to sob quietly into her hands, and she looks up at you through the tears, and she says, she got so sick in the night. It happened so fast. I don't know what to do. I sent someone to go get help, but by the time a doctor is able to make it here, it will have been hours. I can't help but think it's already too late.
Have there
I I think you cut out. I didn't hear any of that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to how to phrase
Okay.
what I'm thinking in my head.
What?
It's already. Have there been any weird things happening around the town other than Kino going missing for a little bit when we got her?
Well, I don't know. Everyone's been so quiet recently. I know
Did you?
someone's car broke down, I think. It must have happened. You said you found her up at the hospital, right? She must have gotten cut on something, or. Gosh. I couldn't find anything on her, though. Please, please, if there's anything you could do. I know I've already asked so much of you.
Eh,
Don't worry. Me and my friends will make sure to figure this out. I promise.
Can you say that again? You're very echoey. Sorry.
and it sounded muted.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I said, don't you worry, ma'am. Me and my friends will figure this out. We promise. Really?
We're definitely gonna do our best about this.
Thank you. I just hearing someone say that, please don't force yourselves to do anything. It's just she dries her eyes on the hem of her sleeves. A bit more light starts to come in through the window, as twilight sort of fills the town, and you can see that you have about 30 minutes to sunrise now.
We eh, just stay inside for a little bit and don't get around any mushrooms or anything like that. It could be a disease or something.
What? Oh, all right. I'll
Stay
make sure.
safe, man.
Yes, thank you.
Guys, I'll stay here. Can't just leave them just in case something happens. Best scenario, I can protect them if need be. So how about you guys go ahead?
Try to get in contact with the Union. Well, with the others.
All right.
Rutley, Yaruki, we good?
Shouldn't one of us stay with Nyne so our forces are evenly divided?
That's a good point.
I'll volunteer if Rutley wants to go ahead.
Well, then you go with Nyne, I go with Malcolm. Then
Sounds good.
perfect.
Keep your radios ready just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Sounds
And
good to me.
Malcolm will lead the way towards the old man's house.
And you do. Malcolm and Rutley step down from the Tommy floor, back to where everyone has kept their shoes, and walk out the front door. Nyne, you make another attempt to reestablish contact with Union Base, and you find that communications are still down. You have a little bit of local cell service, but the nearest tower is just too far to make a regular call, and you can tell that most of the buildings here do not have Wi-Fi, so it's going to be hard to make a conventional call to someone. Inner Union communications are still fully compromised at this moment, but your walkie-talkie still works. Malcolm and Rutley make their way out onto the closest thing this town has to a main street, and immediately you notice that things are a little bit different. The first slivers of light coming over the horizon, marking the approaching sunrise, illuminate a sort of misty morning climate. The plants around are covered in dew, and it's just a little cloudy outdoors. Would both of you please make me a grit check, please?
All right.
Did you say grit?
Yes.
3.
Hold on a second. What was the command to make the
It is quick roll.
okay.
And then
/
it-
quick roll. Right.
And just to, I know I should have done this at the beginning. Does everyone have their stats and
Yes.
their adversity tokens?
Yes, I do. And how did I make it a D20?
It is slash quick roll, and then
Sides.
it'll give you you click sides and then type the number.
It's
And you have a 20
1.
in grit,
Yes.
20 plus 1. All right.
So a 7.
We have a 3 and a 7. Wonderful.
Great.
You both breathe in the misty mountain air.
I have a mask
Uh,
on.
It's a little bit chillier here. You are both wearing your masks, of course. You are prepared, as always. Tell it's a little bit colder today than it was yesterday. And of course, the sun has yet to rise, so it will stay that way for a while. There are no street lamps in this town, but you can make out sort of the direction of the house you are looking for.
Malcolm would remove the scope from his rifle and use that as a flashlight. As a light would shine off of it.
You activate the flashlight, and as you point it forward and down towards the ground, you realize that on the ground and floating and sort of covering the first foot of air above the ground is a just barely visible, thicker cloud of mist.
Shit. That's
It moves slightly out of the way as you step through it. Any amount of motion seems to sort of not blow it away, but it moves away from things that are moving.
that be Spores.
Isn't this fog similar to what we saw yesterday in the hospital?
Yeah. This is probably really bad.
But I I don't think we have another option. If what we dreamed was true and it's already too late, we need to keep going. Otherwise, if we wait, we'll be losing valuable time.
You're right. Let's go. Malcolm would continue using the flashlight to point the way, but if he has any exposed skin, for a brief moment he'll activate unheat on that specific body part to clear out the spores.
You'll do this regularly?
Every like 2 steps or so.
You will stay vigilant and make sure nothing on your body changes. Please give yourself, for the rest of this mission, a +1.
Just the +1 to everything?
No. A +1 to grit.
I could have used that earlier.
You could have. This will last for the rest of the mission.
And so we Malcolm would lead the way, making sure to keep a good view of where the spores are, trying to help Rutley go through as well.
Rutley also closely follows Malcolm in order to not get separated from him or lose him along the way.
You make your way north down the central street into town. On your left are most of the houses in town. They sort of just split off of alleyways rather than onto paved roads. Most of the streets, except for the central one, are just dirt. To your right side is the clearing where the security booth and the locked gate into the fenced off mountainside up to where the hospital is.
Malcolm will also, over the radio walkie-talkies, inform Nyne and Yaruki about what they saw, about what he and Rutley saw when they left the building, about the cloud of spores laying low on the ground.
Yeah. Nyne and Yaruki receive walkie-talkie updates.
So we make it to the old man's house. Being very
it's
careful
about
about it.
It's about 3 blocks north from the hotel, on your left.
Malcolm would basically be leaving a small trail of sludge condensed with the spores and ice, basically. Every now and then when he needs to remove the ice off.
You approach the front door of this house. Just as before, nothing seems to have changed since yesterday. The windows are shuttered. There are no lights on in the house, which could just be normal since it's
Pretty early.
pretty early. Yeah.
Malcolm
Did you ring the
would...
doorbell?
Yes.
You hear the doorbell ring, and it's the generic ring that the manufacturer programmed into it. It's sort of old, so the speaker is rusty, but nothing else seems wrong. And after waiting a minute or so, you don't hear anything inside.
Bang, bang, bang on the door.
Still nothing.
Is there a crack or any way to see into the building?
The front door has a window, sort of from the doorknob to head height, but it is frosted glass, so you can't see through it. It also has a mail slot.
Sorry to stop this. I really need to go to the bathroom.
All right, we can take a 5-minute break. How's everyone doing so far
Cool.
today?
Doing great. You know, I'm just chilling with my
Alright.
actual child.
Kicking back and relaxing mostly.
Yeah, I got a kid, guys. I got a kid. Hell yeah.
She has a mom. You can't just adopt her.
I have a kid, guys.
Can't argue that.
He has a mom. I may not be her father, but I will be the father that stepped up.
So is the mom single?
Shit, probably.
Yes, actually.
Yeah.
I'm on that hashtag. We on that.
We can't die now. Never mind.
Yeah, a big red button that says no.
Listen. There's a plan. There's a plan.
If there's a will, there's a way. It's only targeting me.
Then I have a plan. There's a plan.
Ah.
You can't deny me my destiny.
We gotta test something.
Jesus Christ, I leave for what? Less than 5 minutes. Oh, Pyrrhon.
Yes,
Did we get a token from the previous roll?
I can't tell you that. Actually, no, I can. I'm gonna make this fair.
I rolled a fucking 3, of course I failed.
You have a token, yes.
Yeah, I assumed as much.
Rutley does not.
That
Like-
woman is gonna be
Oh.
mine.
I'm so dead.
I'm probably the one that's gonna die.
Hey, you guys got it though. I'm gonna clutch up and save everyone, because that's what I do.
Honestly, the mission went a lot different than I thought it would have gone, because I was expecting, like, Last of Us.
Is everyone back?
I am.
Me too.
Mios?
I'm back.
Okay.
Okay. All right. You investigate the front door and find that there is a mail slot.
Great. Malcolm would bend down to check the mail slot, hoping that Rutley will keep an eye on the outside in case anybody comes out or comes near them.
It's the kind that has a front flap and an inside flap. So you have to
Okay.
sort of hold the front one up so you can reach your hand in and flip up the one on the inside. And you do this, and it takes both hands, so you're sort of kneeling down and looking through the mail slot. And you push on the one inside of the door, and it seems like something's holding it down.
I don't want to cause too much of a ruckus, but there's a possibility that something's stopping this.
We can,
Uh,
if there's no way to see what's going on inside, we may have to force our way in, either by breaking the door or through a window.
Uh,
What do you think?
you can feel in your fingers it wouldn't take too much force to force it open all the way. But there is something on the flap that is keeping the mail slot closed.
and I do not trust whatever is behind there to not be fungus. Oh, this is going to get complicated, Malcolm says as he uses the butt of his gun to break the doorknob.
You slam into the doorknob, and you sort of break off the not very well-made, mass-produced sort of plastic door handle part of it. It's not like an ornate circular doorknob. It's the one you would find on like an office building door. So it sort of rotates open as you do this. And you find that it was not locked.
Of course it wasn't. Take a step back. Let's try opening this thing. I just fuck it up.
Do you open the door?
Uh,
Sorry, I can't hear you.
I'm just groaning at my life choices. Malcolm looks over at Rutley as he takes a step back and staying outside of the opening, opens the door to see what's going on inside.
Bradley also turns his sight into the door, being very cautious in case something suddenly comes out of it.
You open the door, and just like the mail slot, something is keeping the door stuck to the door frame. It takes a bit of pushing, but you feel whatever it is start to rip. And you open the door.
Malcolm's going to call Nyne and basically gonna be keeping the other two on constant updates, especially with how how it felt there was something stopping the door and mail slot.
All right. Nyne and Yaruki, please remember you are getting frequent walkie-talkie updates. So if anything would cause you, hearing about this would cause you to get up and join the rest of the party, please let me know. And you can do so at any time. This substance rips along the edge of the door frame, and it sort of hangs down both from the frame and the edge of the door, and it's sort of like a It rips like you'd imagine a mix between spider web and old rotten leather. It is a greenish, bluish, brownish mess. A lot like, in some places, interlocked fingers that you just wrenched apart. And by your estimation, no one has opened this door in at least a month, probably longer.
Gross.
You can see fully into the hallway now. The walls and ceilings and the rest of the door are covered in this substance.
And is it like the various types of fungus we found back in the hospital?
It seems most like what you saw in the car, except it's been there for way longer. So it's grown thick enough that you can sort of sink your fingers into it.
Yeah, Malcolm is not doing that.
No? You don't wanna see what it feels like? Thank you.
Please.
What do you do?
This is not good. Malcolm shines his scope light into the building to see what's going on and trying to stay back in case any spores come out.
From the front door, you can see, first of all, whatever is outside is a lot thicker in here. The air is noticeably the wrong color. Also from here, you can see, just from the front door, you can see sort of into an office. Not, you can't see the whole room, but you can see that there's an office at the end of the hallway, and you can also see into the kitchen at the on the left-hand side of the hallway, and on the right-hand side there is a stairwell that goes up to the second floor.
Uh, it
Before
might be
we
better.
before we do anything, Malcolm, I don't remember very well how your ability works, but is it possible for you to freeze all that substance before we enter here?
Might
You
be
know,
a good idea, but all right. Malcolm's going to he's going to put one hand over his mouth just in case as he activates unheat, pressing it into the material, negating the heat on his skin to try and kill any of the spores that might hit him, as well as the fungus itself, similar to what
You
he did in the hospital.
you press your hand into this, what feels like a sheet of wet memory foam, as it sort of parts around your fingers. And you draw the heat in from this clearly living material, and it completely freezes and locks out any moisture in the surface, and this spreads about 3 meters across the wall from where you put your hand.
It was like touching wet stuff. Gross. But it
that
might be better to get all of us together. If this is the center of fungus.
I do think we should also call Nyne and Yaruki, but we must tell them to at least hurry or come quickly, because I don't think there's much time left for us after we've come so far.
Plus, I'd like your Nyne's heat. It'll at least complement my ability and help kill whatever this is. These damn spores and fungus.
Nyne and Yaruki, do you join up?
Firstly, I think Yaruki would try gathering himself. Because while he was waiting with Nyne, he was still trying to clean Shori, even though it's perfectly clean after his dream. But he looks over to Nyne and ask him if he could do anything.
Are you there?
He got him.
What do you mean they got him?
I like them too.
Who's they
Share
got?
his
Who's
quest
they got?
points.
Man, I wouldn't want to be that guy.
Man, fuck this shit, Johnny.
All right. Do you two leave to join back up?
Yaruki's ready to leave, but he won't leave unless Nyne comes with.
I'm pretty. Don't want
You keep cutting out.
Yeah. Please try to be closer to your mic.
Sorry, I don't know why that's happening. I said I'm pretty reluctant on leaving. I don't want to leave these two. But if only just for a little while, I guess I can part with them.
Both of you hear a thump. And then another one. Thunk. Something hard hits wood somewhere else in the building. It sounds like it's coming from the left wing of the building where the noodle shop is. You hear it again.
Yaruki, stay on your guard.
Yaruki grab his katana and have ready to sheath as they approach this noise.
In order to do so, you have to walk back out into the lobby and to the left-hand door where the restaurant is. The 4-panel window in the door is covered by a sign that says, "Welcome. Your special is fresh eel udon," on a paper sign.
I guess we should. We should go see what that was, huh?
Sadly.
Okay. Onward.
You open the door to the noodle shop, and at that second,
Oh god.
a kitchen knife slams into the wall next to your head, point first.
I you see I
It
gotta.
sort of sticks right into the paneling and wobbles a bit.
Ah, I've been told I've been a bit attractive lately.
But not magnetic.
Who
From across
knows?
the room, you see the enraged face of the noodle chef you met yesterday.
Hi again.
The woman in her 30s. She seems to be muttering to herself. She grabs a cleaver from the knife block behind her. She says, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. And she throws it, slam, into a different wall in the room.
Okay. That seems a tad too dangerous. Well, not to me, but my friend over here is probably losing it. How about we put down the knives and we have a talk?
No knives. No knives. No knives. No knives. She grabs a large pan, uh, almost as big as your torso for cooking many, many servings of noodles in, and chucks it straight at your chest.
See, now that's less sharp, but
It slams into you and knocks you back a couple steps. She doesn't even seem to have looked in your direction, though.
I thought I used to cook a lot. Okay, can we just solve this peacefully? Let's just take a seat, take a breather. I mean, that's what you guys do, right? Breathe. Let's just take a deep breath.
Deep breath. Can't breathe. Can't breathe. She slams her forearm across uh, one of the dinner setups, and you know everything in the booth shatters to the floor. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Can't do what exactly?
She braces herself against the partition that separates the booth from the other ones, and you can see that her fingernails and the tips of her fingers have been chewed all the way to her skin, and her fingertips have started to bleed.
um, that's not. I don't think. I don't think you're supposed to be bleeding from there, if at
Uh,
all. Actually,
her
Yaruki, a little help.
her breathing gets heavier, and you can notice at this distance, now that you've gotten a bit closer, that her eyes are bloodshot. She looks everywhere in the room except at your face.
Okay, okay. Uh, let's restrain her. Let's at least keep her from hurting herself or anyone else. And well, you'll try to get some answers from her, I guess. I
What do we
hope. I
restrain her
hope.
with?
Me?
Are you a rope?
I mean, I'm pretty strong.
Just like throw the pan back at her.
She doesn't give you time to think. She's looking for something else in her kitchen to throw.
Would Yaruki be able to use unmotivated?
Actually, try that. I'll sneak up around her.
Yaruki
She's
tries to.
rustling through objects. She pulls out what looks like a cheese grater, a handled cheese grater.
Hold on, that doesn't
And-
look very great.
You have to work on your puns.
I'm trying.
She steps out from around the serving counter, past the swinging door, which you can now notice is broken. The wood is splintered. She gestures towards you, still without looking you in the eyes, with the cheese grater like it's a sword or a bat or something.
Yaruki tries using unmotivated to stop her from grading them.
You can see that she isn't going to look you in the eyes. You have to get closer.
Yaruki turns to
Get
Nyne.
closer.
Nyne.
Okay, if you say so. It's still in workshop, okay? So if I mess up, don't blame me.
As long as you don't kill it, it's fine.
I do essentially just pick up Yaruki and use for a moment using Unchained, I suspend him in air. And then using my hands, I repeatedly push him from behind before I release Unchained, sending him barreling towards the lady.
You in midair go face first into a collision with the noodle chef, sending the cheese grater, not necessarily, it's not a cheese grater, it's just a grater, scattered across the floor. And you're able to grab her by the shoulders and look her in the eyes. Her most of her agitated movement begins to cease.
You okay there?
Tell me quickly um, how subdued do targets usually get when you use your negation on them? Like, are they completely silent, or are they just not trying to succeed anymore?
They're kind of just like absent-minded. Like they'll still think, but they're just not really. They don't have like a drive.
Okay. She lets go of what she's holding, and instead of perhaps clawing at your face, begins to claw at her own.
That
I can't do it anymore. I can't do it.
what the hell is going on?
It's too late for me. I thought I'd be able to find something here. Yeah. She claws at where her throat meets her shoulders, and you can see that her veins in her lower neck are bulging. They're sort of
Yaruki,
a
stop.
off brown greenish color.
That I last I remember, human insides are red, correct? That that doesn't
Usually,
look
yeah.
all too natural.
Quickly find
Is
something we
it?
can use to restrain her.
It's a kitchen. There should be some. Aha! I take. I'd take some hamstring.
There's
Some
definitely stuff for that in the kitchen here.
yes, some strings that they use for cooking with hams and stuff. And I use it as a makeshift to at least restrain her arm so she wouldn't claw herself.
You successfully stop her from hurting herself anymore. She seems calmer now, at least while you're in the room, but she still keeps muttering to herself. This place is a dead end. My life is a dead end. It's too late for me. It's already too late. It's already too late. It's already too late.
She's starting to sound
Wait.
like Hero.
Wait. What she's saying? Didn't you three say that when you woke up?
I don't remember saying anything when I woke up. It's kind of foggy.
Didn't? Well, from what I heard, so you guys had nightmares, right? And last thing you guys remembered was it's already too late. I can play it back if you want.
Did you just record everything we say?
No?
He lied.
I think you're lying.
I never lied a day in my life. He's obviously lying.
He lied as easy as he didn't breathe.
Could I use unmotivated to make Nyne stop lying?
Do you
You
look
can-
him in the eyes?
Yes.
Nyne. You are suddenly overcome with a distinct lack of effort in convincing your friend.
yeah. Yeah, I do that. Yeah.
Dear God.
I mean, I don't do it all the time, but whatever.
So it seems that we've already been infected by fungus. Well, not you if you haven't said anything in your sleep.
Well,
As
don't
you
sleep.
have notably looked away from the noodle chef, she, while being sort of having her wrists bound, sitting on the floor, and still muttering to herself, now begins to slam the back of her head against one of the bar stool chairs once every couple seconds.
Oh. Okay,
You got any-
okay. Hold her. I'm trying to think here.
You got any chloroform? That might work.
I don't carry that. At least not this time around.
God damn it.
Wait. Can you hold her neck? I want to see something.
Okay.
So Nyne goes towards that's now held by Yaruki, and he looks at the neck. How greenish it looks.
Say that again?
Um, he goes over towards the lady and looks at the neck with how odd it looks, discolored it looks.
Yeah, there's a lot of scraping, and her the veins in her neck are bulging and seem to be a little bit greenish through her skin.
Okay, I'm about to either do something really worth it or something really stupid.
Just make sure the total boss die didn't decide.
Yeah. So I go over and I pick up the thrown knife that was currently lodged into the wall, and I return. Okay. So taking the knife gently, just with the tip of the blade,
Shouldn't he
he
sterilize that?
just, just, just listen, just hold on. Nyne gently drags the tip of the knife alongside her neck, doing his best to avoid the vein, to just expose the inside a bit more.
She begins to bleed a little bit.
What does the blood look like?
It is sort of brownish. If you'd like, you can make me a brains check for medicine.
1 second. Oh, shit. All right, I'm gonna. 1 second.
Hello? Hello?
Yo.
Okay, I wanted
Yep.
to make sure chat was still here. I wanted to make sure nothing broke.
Sorry, I'm still here.
No, everyone
have to look for
just
my.
muted and went dead silent. So I had to make sure nothing was
Sorry.
going wrong.
I had to
Sure.
find my sheet. Range check, right?
Brains check. Difficulty
Sorry.
8.
Oh my days.
No. Incorrect. Ooh. Oops. She's Oh, well, now there's blood on your hands. She seems to be bleeding pretty bad. She doesn't seem to care much that she's bleeding, but it's definitely not good.
Oh, fuck.
Luckily, you are surrounded by quite a few things to cover the wound with, as
Wait,
well as
but not
water,
yet.
soap,
Not yet
anything else
though.
you'd need.
I'm gonna try some. Yaruki, we're dealing with fungus, right?
Correct.
And fungi die in extreme hot or cold, right?
Correct. Aren't you a computer? Just Google this.
Hello?
Oh, they got him again.
Max, you muted. Maximus.
Oh, time to doom scroll.
Maximilian Pegasus.
Sorry.
Also, please give yourself one token.
Right. So what if I pour heat onto the infected wound?
I'd assume that'd kill most bacteria.
Your one that you rolled will not help you here. But please do make a decision.
Well, if Nyne's done, Yaruki would take off his Heliori that was over his
All right, now
uniform.
I'm back.
Oh, there it is. So what's your point, Nyne?
Save this lady. Yaruki.
Yaruki takes off his Heliori and he tries using it to put pressure on the wound.
You're able to pretty sufficiently stem the bleeding.
Yaruki will keep pressure on the wound before trying to find some way to like permanently keep it there where he doesn't have to be constantly crouching next to the lady.
You prop her up against the bar surface.
Yeah, that works. After standing back up, Yaruki sees blood on his hands from cleaning up the wound and stuff. And he kind of gets a little glimpse from his nightmare earlier that day.
You remember just fragments. All right. We are going to cut back to Malcolm and Rutley for the time being. If that's all right.
Works for me.
It's fine for me too.
Let's do this.
You are both in the entryway.
They're not coming.
I think we don't have much time left to keep waiting. We should get
Alright.
inside.
Oh, this is going to suck.
Yes.
Malcolm takes a step in and uses unheat to start clearing the way, trying to protect both him and Rutley from the thick cloud of spores.
Rutley follows Malcolm. Not close enough to be affected by unheat, but close enough to be able to jump into action in case something sudden happens.
You stick together and advance down the hallway.
Malcolm uses the light on his scope to check each area first for the bottom floor. And every now and then he would use unheat to clear the cloud of spores and the stuff on the walls and floor. Freeze it over and kill it that way.
You slowly blanket the first floor. Sorry, Max. We've
I'm back.
we've cut back to party one. We will cut back to you in a bit. You slowly replace the film covering most surfaces here with frost as you make your way down the hallway. On your right side, there seems to be an office, and on your left, a kitchen. And further back on your right, a staircase.
Let's check the office first.
The door to the office is slightly ajar, and upon opening it, you see a desk and some bookshelves and a desktop computer, sort of an older model, maybe early 2000s.
Malcolm's
But
going to...
not much else is in here.
Malcolm's going to check the computer, see if he can turn it on.
You try to just press the on button. The screen seems to turn on, but the monitor works, but it's not doing much else. It's got one of those big computer towers that sits under the desk that seems to be in poor condition.
Let's move to the kitchen. I don't think it'll
Yes,
turn on.
There's nothing interesting here at first sight.
The kitchen also seems mostly empty. It's not the kind that has like a, there's no door. You just sort of walk down the hallway and you're in the kitchen. The only really notable thing is that the fridge and the freezer seem to be off. If you open them up, they're not cold inside, and there's no light. It also smells pretty bad.
I'm worried about what we'll find. Malcolm, one last pass through the kitchen before Malcolm would start leading the way up the staircase to the next floor.
All you find is rotten food, a couple takeout containers in the trash, lots of dirty dishes. Mostly microwavable food. And
There's nothing here that you wouldn't expect to find in an abandoned and, well, fungus-filled house. So I think we should go upstairs, as Malcolm said earlier.
And we make our way up.
You climb the flight of stairs, and as you do, the stench changes from must and mold and rotten food to something a lot worse. It smells like decay and blood and iron and dirt. At the top of the flight of stairs, there's a bathroom, and across the hall, a bedroom.
What? I can already imagine what's happening in the bedroom, or at least what's causing this smell. Malcolm would lead the way to the bedroom.
I
The
also
door is. Please go ahead.
Well, I also agree we should go to to the bedroom. That terrible smell is coming from there.
The door is ever slightly cracked open. You can see the what was a nice shag carpet is moldy and gross. You push the door open, and lying on a disheveled, unmade bed is a body. It looks old. Few defining features of this person are left, and most notably, the entire torso is lit down the middle, as if it was forcibly opened. It looks almost like a Venus flytrap in the way that the ribs are spread apart, out of which out of which is growing the fruiting bodies of fungus, large mushrooms that have a sort of coral sponge pattern of their caps, longer than your entire arm, and about as far around. Several dozen of them sprout out from the center of the torso. The spores in this room are thicker than anywhere else in the house.
Rutley, get back. Malcolm's going to touch the floor similar to how he has been coating it, and puts unheat on full blast to freeze the room as solid as he can.
Yeah, you freeze the shit out of this room. Anything in here that was living at some point is now dead. The mushroom stalks sort of shrivel up as they lose their moisture.
Uh, I don't want to be the only one doing it. I don't want to feel like I'm the one dictating where everything's going. Sorry if it feels that way, Rutley. Or Mios.
Don't worry. I mean, I'm also really passive this time. I'm not doing a lot, and I'm also leaving all to you. So I don't think
It is always acceptable to, as long as nothing important that one person is doing is happening, to jump in and want to do something.
Mhm. But well, I don't seem to know what to do here. Also, well, I asked Radley. Well, ask me also.
Well, that'll kill it for a while, but fungus and mushrooms are pretty strong. This is... where the hell is this damned Uma?
I could. There's a chance I could use a root to separate the fungus from the body, but well, I don't think it's a good idea because it will leave all the fungus scattered around, and I don't think it will have a big effect.
I just don't think either of us can go in this room. The spores are way too dense, even after I froze it. And we have no idea if anything will happen if it heats back up. Malcolm says that as he takes out his gun and shoots one of the stalks to see... No, I take that back. That's stupid.
Think about it.
I think about it. Malcolm's going to call Yurik and not Yurik, Yaruki
Yurik?
and Nyne over the walkie to inform them what they found here.
All right. Nyne and Yaruki, in the middle of this sudden meadow incident, find yourselves in. You get a little call on your walkie-talkie.
The old man in the house is dead. He has mushrooms growing out of his torso.
Oh, interesting.
Froze the room solid. Froze the room solid. I don't know if the Uma is in here. We still don't know where it's located at.
Well, we very confrontational in. Chef lady attacked us.
Oh, great. Uma love doing that.
Yeah. Stranger for now. Kind of going through a difficult little tirade here.
We should meet back up and try to find what to do next. The hospital is still the most likely place, but
All right. We'll be there.
and Malcolm will pull away from the room, and small morbid curiosity of his leads him to checking in the bathroom.
The bathroom is a regular amount of gross.
Okay. We should get going, Rutley.
Yes, we should regroup with the others and see what our course of action is next. Next.
I am going to need a shower after this.
As you make your way back downstairs, you hear something outside.
Did you hear that,
Something.
Malcolm?
Yeah.
It sounds like shuffling feet.
Stay on
Not-
your guard.
Sorry, what did you
Notably,
say?
they
It sound like
shuffling feet. Notably, the gate between the steps, gate GAITE, is uneven, as if someone is limping, and the sound seems to go past the outer wall and down the street.
Great.
no, we are not alone. It seems like.
You're
I
ready in
think-
case something happens.
Yes, and we should go check it out. And it may be our only lead on what to do right now.
The longer
We may leave the others waiting, but I think it's our best option right now.
every second we wait is just another second that Fungus will do whatever it wants. Let's go.
While Rutley goes, he pulls away his knife and gets in a guard stance in case something happens suddenly.
All right. Do you exit through the front door?
Is there any other door?
Nope.
Then yes.
Yes.
Malcolm is ready in case this is a junior. Or the Uma itself.
You step out through the front door, and you don't hear the thing moving anymore. It seems to have passed the house. But you do look across the street, and you can see on the west side of the main street, the gate into the fenced off mountain where the hospital is open now. And you can see bushes rustling as something disappears into the tree line.
Malcolm's gonna use the scope of his gun to track wherever that thing whatever made the noise.
Meanwhile,
Uh,
Rutley uses the walkie-talkie to communicate to Nyne and Yaruki what we just saw and try to urgently, or at least hastily, tries to call them to the location of the open gate door. I don't remember, sorry.
you. Yeah. Nyne. You get another update on your walkie-talkie. You and Yaruki are still dealing with this chef. You are able to stem the bleeding as much as you like. You have plenty of cloth here. But is there something else you were going to do?
I wanted to engage Nyne's heaters and see if I can essentially burn away the fungus. Then
You can definitely try. At a closer touch, you can feel that she already has a pretty solid fever going on. So her body temp's already higher than normal.
I wonder if
Seems-
I
Yes?
on second thought, I'd put them away and we'll simply try to patch the lady back up.
There are plenty of hand towels,
Cool.
absorbent materials. You're able to wrap them around one side of the neck and the shoulder pretty easily. She still mutters under her breath and is mostly calm now.
We'll keep up straight for the outcome.
Say that again? We can't hear you.
We'll keep a restraint for, and then go meet up with Malcolm and Rutley.
Yaruki?
Sorry, I was eating a meatball. Yeah. Yuki packs up his stuff and follows Nyne, making sure to check over his shoulder in case anyone else. They're fine with me. But he keeps looking behind himself in case anyone tries coming from the back.
You step back out into the lobby. And as you do, you hear the front door close. Someone has just left the building.
Wait,
Someone came from inside the building and exited through the front door and closed the door behind them.
feeling we should give chase. Yeah, that. I think we should give chase. Yaruki?
Yaruki?
Yeah, Yaruki agrees.
All right. The both of you. Hold on one second. You open the front door. Yaruki, please roll me a grit check.
Shit. Just a quick roll.
Flash quick roll. And then
Oh.
sides.
How many do I put for the sides?
Your grit stat.
Yeah. Double checking my notes. Yeah, it's a 12.
Holy.
And that's also a +1.
And it explodes, so you can roll again if you like.
No, I'm good. I'm fine, actually.
Shit.
Do it. It means you'll get a higher roll and
Yeah, you.
get a likelier chance to survive.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's additive. It doesn't replace the roll. So you get a 12 plus 1 plus another d12. All right, so with a 20 total, you succeed. At what? Who knows?
Resisting the fucking spores.
It's like Last of Us all over again.
Both of you step out the front door onto the central street of town, and you can see the owner of this fine establishment is walking north at a steady pace. She's left the building and is walking north down the middle of the street.
Wait, if she's here, then where's Kino?
God damn it. I was here to kill a fungus and not babysit.
You can do both.
Yeah, but I'd rather kill the fungus.
Well, what if Fungus gets you first?
A fungus, get me. I can tell you're not really a fun guy.
Onward!
She's getting further away.
Oh shit.
I guess we then.
Throw me again.
Huh?
You have to throw me again. I don't feel like running that far.
I can just pick you up.
Nah. You
She is
gotta
only
throw
like 20 feet away from you, and she's not walking very fast.
Do we have something that we can throw at her?
I pick up
He's-
Yaruki.
You'll have to throw me.
I pick up Yaruki. I use chain. And
Yeet.
I'm building kinetic energy by repeatedly pushing him forward. And I then stopped using Unchain and he went flying for but just overshooting just a little.
Yaruki, you land face first in the gravel.
I pick myself up and spit out dirt.
I'm just dumb grin and thumbs up.
Wonderful form, my friend.
You get up and you dust yourself off. And you can see the host and owner is walking towards you down the road. You're
So
about
you're approaching me.
Yeah, she's approaching you. She's about 5 feet away from you now.
Yaruki takes the sheath off of Shori and then grabs it with both hands, preparing to kind of use it as a bat.
Huh? That's
Listen, gotta capture it one way.
Wait.
She-
That wasn't the plan.
It seems like she's just going to walk right past you. She's not really looking up at you at all.
Listen,
Oh, damn.
hear me out. You follow her. Huh? Huh?
Fine.
Yep. Onward.
Where are we even going?
Just following her.
Got them funguses.
She does not turn to acknowledge you as she passes you, simply walking down the street. Malcolm and Rutley, you emerge from the side street where the house was. You're a couple blocks north, and you can see the hostess walking down the street, and right behind her are Nyne and Yaruki.
Well, this isn't menacing.
Bradley tries to call for them from afar by screaming, Yaruki, Yaruki, Nyne.
When you hear them, I kind of got some dirt in my ear from the fall.
I can, but I'd rather they not be so loud. Not sure if this trance she's in gonna stay for long. I try to signal them to shush from afar.
Let's get over there.
Yeah, it seems like they are trying to signal us to go over there.
The woman keeps walking at a steady pace. She's about a block away from Malcolm now. Malcolm, you did make a note to track the figure's movement up the hill. And
Yeah.
you can sort of see bushes and trees moving.
Am I able to see anything better with my scope?
You can see occasionally someone's limbs. It's definitely a person.
This is unsettling. Let's meet up with the others. Whatever Fungus has planned, this is going to be bad. Involve the citizens more, the civilians more likely, more than likely.
I do agree we should reunite with them.
Yeah. You're only a block away from each other. You can see each other. You're like within speaking distance now. The host simply passes you by as she reaches you. And at this intersection,
Malcolm's gonna
make
reach forward and grab her arm.
at finally making contact with her. She looks up at you.
What are you doing out this late, this early, ma'am?
You can see the tears on her face have dried a bit now. She looks up at you almost serenely and says, I just wanted to get some sun.
It seemed like my comrades were trying to talk to you, and you didn't answer them.
But there's barely any sun, with
Also,
being this early in the morning and a cloudy day.
You can see the first rays of real morning light are just now starting to peek over the tree line. You think you'll be able to see the sun itself in 15 minutes? She sort of tries to free her arm from you, but she doesn't try very hard. She just sort of pulls. Do you let her go?
I'm sorry. I was tapped out on something else. What was that?
She pulls at her own arm to try to get you to let her go.
Ma'am,
Not very hard.
what about Kino?
Hmm?
Is Kino all right?
I think so. It doesn't really matter. After all, it's already too late.
Oh, God.
It doesn't really matter. Isn't he your son?
She, daughter.
See, sorry, I got I forgot. Sorry.
You should still be with her as much as you possibly can.
I know that. I know. I'm just gonna get some sun first. Everything will be fine.
I doubt it.
I think we should hold her until Nyne and Yaruki catch up to us.
You are caught up. You're together now.
Okay.
Were you going to be heading towards the hospital?
Oh, yes, I think so. I'm sure the view is great.
Saw another person come by here. Ma'am, you need to go and stay with Kino. Wait until later to look at the sun. Alright?
Believe us,
That
whatever
sounds
is in the
perfect.
hospital is oops. It's dangerous.
That sounds perfect. I'll do that.
Malcolm would let go of her arm for a moment to make sure she's going back towards the inn.
Yeah, she's not. She immediately makes that
Yep.
right turn and starts walking towards the forest.
And grabs her arm again. Ugh. What can... I don't want to get her
just sort
caught
of
up.
she starts walking and you just sort of hold her arm behind her and she just pulls.
I don't want to bring her to the hospital in case it actually is the situation I'm thinking of.
Let's just restrain her. Keep her safe.
We have any cuffs or anything like that? Any rope?
Get some
We could try using
leftover
like a
strip.
we could try using like a coat.
That sounds.
You also notice that the guard box for the fence is right over there.
Oh, Would you know?
You could
I'll be
probably
right
bar
back.
the door with something.
Then we'll need to put her in there.
Yeah, we can put her in there. I can steer the door shut.
Let's do that then.
You can pretty easily guide her there because it's just right off the direction she wants to go in. And as you do, you hear a sound coming from inside the booth. It sounds like crying. It's definitely the voice of a man, but
Is it the guard?
He's crying like a baby, like a little kid.
Girl, man, by the way.
You look through the window and it is indeed the guard. You see he is sitting on the floor, with his knees up and his hands sort of pressed over his eyes, and he sobs into his eyes, into his hands.
Knock, knock.
Is he like
And
good?
he says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry."
What happened to you?
He immediately notices that someone else is here when you speak. And he looks up at you and raises his face from his hands. And he doesn't know exactly where you are, because you can see that sprouting from where his eyes should be.
Nope. Not dealing with it. Nope, I'm good.
Several
Good.
stalks
I'm good.
out
Gross.
from his eye sockets.
I'm good.
Can I kill this guy?
He can't tell exactly where you are, but he continues to cry.
I think we have to kill this guy.
No tears come from his empty eyes.
Are there any cuffs in this guard booth?
There are a few. There's also flashlights, a couple high-vis vests, at least one baton, no guns. And there's a big pole with a curved end. This is something called a man catcher. It's used to safely detain someone by pinning them against a wall at a distance. It's a big pole with a crescent shape at the end. You just sort of
problem,
pin
if
someone.
we kill this guy, he's likely gonna release a bunch of spores.
I guess we restrain them to each other.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I think we should just go and try to get to Fungus as soon as possible. We must take into account that whatever affected the villagers is also affecting us. So we might not have enough time to defeat Fungus if we keep meddling around with every person we meet.
That's also a good point.
I believe we should bring her with us.
Let's hope she doesn't get too caught up in the battle.
I'm not saying we should bring her. I'm saying, well, we should just...
We should follow her. We should follow her to see where she goes.
Let's go.
Well, let's go then.
Okay. Lead the way, lady. Onward.
Malcolm's gonna be on hyper alert at this point.
Probably
Do you let the hostess leave?
Yes, and we just close the door on the guard.
The guard stays stuck inside. You watch her walk away from you towards the tree line.
I'm following her and making sure to guide the others, since I am used to forests.
And as you do, you realize that you aren't alone anymore. Quite a significant portion of the town has woken up. Over a dozen villagers have gathered here, where the street sort of ends in this grassy lawn, and seem to be making their way towards the gate. None of them speak to each other.
Guys, I think we have some company.
They simply move to walk past you. They approach the open gate in the fence and do not acknowledge you.
Let's go through.
More people start to emerge from homes now. You see the man who ran the corner store, and one of the men who was sitting and eating at the noodle shop yesterday. You see a couple students of various ages, and at least 3 or 4 entire families follow them.
Once the 4 of us are through, Malcolm's gonna close and lock the gate.
You what?
Once the 4 of us get through, Malcolm's going to close and lock the gate. Try to keep as many people away from this battle as possible.
Dude, that's our escape plan.
Escape?
can
Where's your
we can figure
motivation?
something out.
We can always
Uh,
just we can just get rid of the log once we're leaving. Right now, we kind of have to stop a bunch of civilians.
Okay. All right. Let's see where the belly of the beast is.
Do you all enter the forest and start to climb the mountain?
Reluctantly.
Yes.
Malcolm
You
is
you close the gate behind you, but you realize that the lock is smashed open. It's been destroyed.
great.
They're like junkies.
Well, that leaves us without any other option.
Nyne, can you melt the melt it in such a way that it'll help at least temporarily stop the gate from opening?
Okay. So I use the heaters that I have and focus them
You have about 30
onto one.
seconds before more villagers try to push their way through the gate.
Someone shoot
I
them.
use my heaters to push them onto one spot, creating something like a pseudo laser to just a pseudo blowtorch to then meld and seal the gate.
You begin welding the gate shut. One of the villagers, a young man, tries to shove his way through the gate as you're doing so. He grabs the hot metal where you are welding the gate shut, and it doesn't seem to phase him.
Malcolm's
He simply lets his palm burn as he tries to shove it open. Please roll a strength check, or not strength, brawn.
Malcolm's gonna help to basically assist to help make sure that they don't get through.
Please roll me another brawn check.
But Rutley also helps Malcolm hold the doors, hold the door shut while they're trying to open it.
This is a difficulty of 6.
You've got to be kidding me.
I want to see Nyne's roll before I use any tokens.
It's a 1.
I'm genuinely
Oh.
gonna lose my life.
I'm just siphoning luck.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
Rutley, do you have any tokens?
Should I assist?
Yo,
I think
I'm actually myself. Holy shit.
Both of you get a token, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Rutley, Mios, do you have a token?
Yes.
Do you have a token?
I mean, we did both fail the first grid check when we went to the forest. I don't know if that gave us a token, but beforehand I did not have any.
I'll use 4 of my
Rutley,
tokens.
You succeeded. You succeeded at the grit check, so you do not have a token.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I thought we failed. That's fine.
If you had any more from prior to that, you still have those. Are you using? Sorry, Helpking. You're using 4.
If Mios doesn't have any, then yes.
Okay. Does that? What did you roll? A 2? Yeah.
Yes.
So you make a 6. All 3 of you brace your shoulders against the door or against the gate long enough for the hot metal to fuse together. Also, severely burning this man's hand, who does not seem to care. Roughly 6 villagers, all now collectively, absent-mindedly, press their weight against the gate together.
Well, this
you
should
have you have successfully held it shut for now, but you can tell that as more of them gather here, it's going to be harder to do so each time.
this will at least hold it for a while. We should get moving.
Yep.
Yes.
I agree. Let's make it inside. Onward.
Onward
Good
and
effort,
upward.
guys.
You can tell that this hold is temporary, so you make your way up the mountain path as best as you can. All 4 of you, please roll me a flight check.
Oh, good.
Difficulty 5.
Please. Fuck yeah. I exploded. 6.
I will be found in the Bay of Guantanamo by the time this is over.
They take a 9 out back and shoot in him.
I rolled a 9. Yeah.
Wonderful. The difficulty was 5. As 2 of you have succeeded, and the other 2 have your adversity tokens. You're all successful at climbing the mountain.
Yeah.
I will say you make it up there slower than if you were in top condition, but not so slow that you are unable to do so. You emerge from the tree line at the top of the not the summit, but the flat area here, and you are outside the parking lot. Right in front of you across the parking lot, is the single car that was left up here, along with the glass front doors of the hospital. And then off to your left is the cliffside and a much brighter view of the now rising sun. As you emerge here, you hear it took about 3 minutes for you to make it this far, and you can hear that the welded gate has already broken, and people are making their way up behind you. And they'll be here in a couple minutes. The individuals who were here in front of you, namely the hotel owner and one elderly man, are both sitting together at the edge of the cliff, staring at the sunrise.
Where
That's
is it?
strange.
No. This is bad.
All the way down at the base of the mountain, you can hear sobbing loudly now. The guardsman sort of slams shoulder first into the locked door of his booth, trying to get out.
Where are you, Fungus?
Something scratches at the back of your eyes.
Huh?
What is this?
Your balance feels off. Something about the sunlight is just gorgeous. It takes considerable effort not to just stare at the sun.
Pit. We're definitely already infected.
What
The air up here is definitely cleaner.
what are you looking at, Malcolm?
Something. I'm definitely infected by a fungus. My head hurts. Malcolm's going to turn towards the hospital, resisting as hard as possible to not look at the sun.
You do your
Nyne.
best. Keep your eyes to the shade. Malcolm. It would,
Nah.
you know, it's just so beautiful to look at. Please roll me a difficulty 6 brains check. Ooh. You
Just thought
immediately
kidding
are
me.
you're able to tell something's wrong.
16. +1, that is 17 as the total.
You'd love to see.
That's
That wasn't
over.
you. Yeah, you got it.
That's over 10. You said 6.
I said 6. Yeah.
That's
That
over
thing.
10.
That thing you just thought about the sun, it wasn't you. Something else is thinking thoughts inside your head.
Crap.
Now that
Like-
you're aware of it, it's easier to spot.
So you really did infect us. Fungus.
What? What happened?
I just had a thought I didn't have. Most likely fungus is already inside my brain. It's probably similar with Rutley, and I am going to keep messing up the name. It's Yaruki, right?
Yep.
Okay. It's probably similar with Rutley and Yaruki.
Oh, that doesn't sound so good.
I have not felt something of it yet, but knowing how dire the situation is, I think our only option is to get into the hospital with the hope of finding Fungus there, since he's nowhere to be found.
There's a type of fungus known as cordyceps. It acts like a zombie virus, making ants and other insects climb up to high places. This is probably why everyone's trying to come here.
You can hear the infected townspeople are more than halfway up the side of the mountain now. You also hear one or two of them misplace their footing and fall a little bit.
Shit.
I think we should stop stalling and get into the hospital quick.
Let's
Best
go.
bet, Fungus is inside there.
What do you do? And I'd like to hear from everyone, please.
Malcolm's gonna start heading towards the hospital, keeping his eyes away from the edge and the sunlight of the.
Rutley also heads towards the hospital, trying to keep his mind sharp and trying to notice if something is weird with his thoughts. With his thoughts. Sorry.
Nyne follows suit, but he keeps uh, a rear vanguard position just to make sure nothing comes up from behind them.
Yaruki, he's somewhat close to the front, but not like leading, and he has his hand on Shori at all times, trying to distract himself with different type of thoughts.
Do you all make your way through the front door of the hospital?
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Has it changed since we were there last night?
It has not. Everything looks exactly where you left it. The only thing you notice that's different is the even thicker clouds of spores that fill the air here.
We don't have time for me to do anything. Nyne,
Are you rushing?
burn this place.
To to the ground.
Like while we're inside it.
More along the lines of burn the spores.
Can we
Like
put him
while
in
we're
front
still
first?
at the entrance, it'll probably cause a chain reaction or something.
I think we should rush in, since There is nothing we can do here in the entrance.
Behind you, more of the villagers have just broken through the tree line and walk towards the cliff.
I agree with Rutley. We should probably beeline it.
Then let's go.
All right.
Onward.
You both step into the lobby. Would all three of our organic party members please roll me a difficulty 11 grit check?
That's me.
Well, I'm fucked.
Yay.
You'll love to see it.
Aw.
Yeah, I don't have even close to enough tokens to succeed.
Congrats on the 22. Uh,
23.
Can I
That's more than
can I
double.
use a token in this grid check?
you are. Do you have 5 tokens? Each token only gets you 1 extra point.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I thought my bad. I forgot something.
Yeah, tokens aren't like re-rolls or anything. They're just extra points that you can add to any failed
I
roll.
forgot that detail. My bad.
It's all good. Yaruki, you are at the peak of youthful health. You cough a little bit, but nothing more. However, Malcolm, you're not taking it so well. You feel your saliva gets thicker in your mouth, almost like molasses. You start to find it harder to speak and swallow. You also have the urge suddenly to scratch around your neck and ears. It'll certainly be distracting, at least.
Yeah, this is why I said I'm fucked.
All right. You are in the lobby. Where are you going?
Let's check the top.
We went down last time, so upstairs should
agree.
be our next best bet.
You remember that this hospital has 1 second floor, and then it has a viewing tower that can see down into the valley.
I don't think we ever checked the second floor, just the basement.
You doing all right there? Don't sound so good.
I don't feel so good, but that's exactly what I expected at this point.
Me neither. We've been here too long. I think we don't have much time left.
All right, just beeline upward.
You climb your first flight of stairs. You reach the second floor, or you can keep climbing from here.
I'd say keep climbing up.
Does everyone follow Malcolm?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. You climb another flight of stairs, and Malcolm, at this point, the activity is starting to make it a bit harder for you to breathe. You emerge at the viewing balcony at the top of the tower,
Malcolm's
and you
going.
can see that nearly 50 of the people from the village have gathered at the edge of the cliff, and they're all staring at the sun together.
Malcolm's going
But
to
that,
be keeping his gaze away from the sun as they emerge.
the sun has now fully risen. It's completely daylight out.
Hey, guys, remember what yesterday when we came to the hospital, we found that weird pool of liquid that Malcolm ended up freezing? I think there's a chance
Yeah.
that Fungus might be there, since I don't think Malcolm and I have much time left as, conscious. We should try going there.
Hmm.
If he isn't up here, that's a good point.
You notice that the villagers aren't just standing still anymore. They're doing something. The ones at the back of the crowd start to push their way forward. They start crowding around. The more able-bodied people start climbing on top of the crowd.
Oh
And
my god, it's
then
World War Z.
they sort of form a mound. And then they condense. They get even closer together. Arms and faces and torsos kind of squish. All into a mound of people. None of them cry out in pain. Their faces all look serene, calm, as if they're in the only place they'd ever want to be. And then you see someone's hand presses into someone else's back, and it starts to sink in. Their skin starts to meld into the back of this other person. Their arm connects to someone else. They all sort of flatten together into a dome of some sort. The people standing almost at the top of this mound sort of lie backwards. Arms meld into legs, and they all begin to cry out blissfully, as if seeing heaven for the first time. It takes only about 30 seconds for them to crowd around into a very almost perfectly shaped sort of egg. It's a little bit, it's, taller than it is wide. And it's round, and it's perched right at the edge of this cliff. You can't see the people on the inside, just all the backs of the people on the outside who are all sort of forming this acrobatic pyramid.
Malcolm's going to pull out one of his bullets and imbue it with unheat as much as he can before loading it in his gun and shooting it, hoping that unheat will spread through the conglomerated mass and freeze it absolutely solid.
Before Malcolm tries to shoot. Rutley warns him that what may be there, uh, whatever that is, they're still civilians. Maybe there's a way to reverse it. Although I don't think there it is much probable. However, I do think you should take that into consideration.
At this point, they're most likely dead. Or at the very least, not totally alive, underneath the effects of fungus.
Do you shoot?
But you don't know that.
I'd rather not risk it. Malcolm and
Most-
Rutley are already worse for wear, so they might get added to that pile of whatever.
Maybe, but our only hope, most likely fungus is going to have them spread spores everywhere. But if you guys are sure about that, then we need to get to that pool.
Look, I only told you that so you could take it into consideration. However, the odds that we find something useful in that pool are pretty low. I think you should just take the shot.
Alright. Malcolm lines up his shot and pulls the trigger to send a high impact frozen bullet into the mass.
You fire towards center mass of the dome. A crystal of ice sprouts deep into the mass of people. All of them cry out at the same time in a chorus of shared pain, all the same voice now. They say, "Why?
There's no saving you all at this point.
It's already too late." Before you can fire another shot, a seam begins to split down the middle, separating the sort of cocoon shape down two sides. They peel away and fall to the ground. The seam splits indiscriminately through parts of some people as tendrils of mycelium split apart. Standing inside the opened dome, roughly 10 feet tall, stretching its newly formed muscles very clearly made of other parts of bodies,
Yep.
getting used to its motion.
Malcolm's gonna shoot it again.
It has colorful vents, it looks like, at each of its joints. It is entirely bald. Its skin looks sort of like that of a newborn baby. It is lean but muscular, and it stares upwards at the sun. Do you shoot it?
Yes. With one of the high-powered and special rounds.
the material penetration of the round you fire sends metal fragments and ice through the shoulder of this creature. And while its arm seems to hang off of its body for a moment, several arms and legs of people knit themselves back together like fingers. If you knit your fingers together from both hands, and the shoulder knits itself back together. The being turns around to look at you. Its eye sockets are dead, but you can tell that it still sees you from the eyes all over its body. And it looks at you, not with anger or hatred, but pity. And you hear it speak to you in the back of your mind. So sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And you hear yourself say it too.
This isn't me. This is...
Rutley, you hear in the back of your head, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What's that voice?
The voice itches at the back of your eyeballs. And you hear your vocal cords begin to resonate with it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Bradley tries to slap himself to try to get rid of those thoughts.
The giant takes a step towards the hospital.
Nyne, burn it.
Huh? What? All right.
Yaruki, you are so far unaffected. You see this monstrosity, and you are fully able to appreciate without the malicious effect on your mind. Both you and Nyne see it for what it truly is. The first stage, finally, of Fungus.
Oh, great.
Damn, that's ugly.
It does one thing differently from any other Yuma you've seen before. It does not smile at you. And I think that's where we're going to end it tonight.
Oh,
Damn.
fuck you.
It's mean.
We are so dead.
Can we roll for a continuation?
Honestly, I am starting to feel out of it.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Ah,
6 seasons in a movie, guys.
you guys just need some meatballs in you. Just need to eat some meatballs.
I am going to kill you, Pyrrhon.
And they said I was gonna die this session.
Joe has been eating since I think around the time you guys started, right?
I've been eating for an hour. I still have half a plate of meatballs.
This is earlier than we've ended previous sessions. Other ones have gone for like 5 hours, but I'm tired.
Understandable. And
Don't worry, don't
Undefined
worry.
cough cough.
Rest well.
I have just one thing to say. I do want to remind you, Pyrrhon, that Malcolm does have near indestructible skin.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, all the time, or just when you have the artifact on?
the artifacts merged with Malcolm.
At all times.
Yes.
All right.
Even then, you still breathe, so it's wrapped regardless.
Are his
know.
lungs invincible?
You should probably be
Unfortunately,
concerned
no.
about the fact you have unbreakable skin, because
what
when
skin?
you get possessed by the spores.
I know. I'm just saying in case he wants to, melt me and Myos' characters.
Yay!
It's so Jova. It's so over. Yaruki, I gotta tell you,
This-
we are
Yaruki,
so
we are
fucked.
so
You're gonna have to throw me.
Nah, y'all got it. Y'all got it.
You're gonna
Do
be
you
moving like
wanna- Are y'all excited to see my universe's version of Dragon Ball Fusion?
Oh God.
Oh.
That's not
this
what this
isn't-
is. This is Cell.
As
No, this is
gross
like
as
Majin
the
Buu.
Fungus has been,
Yeah, this is
Absolute
Majin
Dragon
Buu.
I
Ball.
will be glad to draw it.
Hey, have you guys ever heard of the SEP Foundation's When Day Breaks?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was picturing this entire fucking time.
Don't say that.
Yo, we are so fucked.
Fucking screwed.
Have you guys ever seen Society, the horror movie?
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
exactly
what?
what that is.
You
You don't want to know, Nexus.
Yo,
It's like the thing.
it's so Jova.
We
Yeah,
getting our
when-
shunt on.
When this was being described, that card I sent is exactly what I was thinking it looked like.
Oh, the Diagraph Colossus?
No, that's Hogak.
Oh, this is Hogak, you're right.
It looks too
How could
nice
I-
to be Fungus.
How could
What do you mean it looks too nice?
I think Fungus looks like all slimy. It's got some growth on it, but this dude just looks like a rock golem. You look like
I
something
don't
a
even look
Naruto
like the
character
Resident
I mean-
Evil baby.
would. Oh,
It's a
Made of
mesh of
human
like a
flesh.
bunch of
The village
bodies
baby.
fused together.
Yeah, it is kind of like Hogak, it's just not nearly that big.
Don't like the
Yo,
Resident
oh
Evil
my
baby.
god.
this is phase 1, by the way.
Nexus, we need a shot of just me throwing Yaruki into the dirt.
You have to do it like that one Eminem meme.
I have a single idea for it, just in case.
Whoa,
Maximum.
Yaruki be upon me.
Maximum unheat.
Genesis, I have the thumbnail for today.
Oh,
Oh God.
It is the Eminem throwing something at the camera meme, except it's Yaruki.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
Absolutely phenomenal.
You
absolutely.
might want to put a mycophobia warning in
Oh
the
yeah,
video.
absolutely. That's
Definitely.
getting a
It's
massive mycophobia warning.
It has to be like the
So
first
if-
thing in the title.
If you didn't notice,
like
this is
5
the
seconds, like 10
this
seconds.
is the horror movie reference route.
oh yeah, absolutely.
This is all my
10
favorite shit.
second warning clip at the start.
Did you just decide just to torture us? This
Oh,
mission?
so you just want to torture
Yeah, of
us?
course.
Okay.
Yes,
Of course.
specifically
Yeah,
you.
we're-
There's like some ghost
Why am I
person
here?
in
No,
undefined.
You're specifically targeting me with
No,
how
no, no.
Hey,
bad my rolls have been for
it's
grit.
not it's not my fault you rolled
Hell,
bad
King,
when it
you rolled
matters.
2 crits.
Horror movie protagonist.
I rolled 2
But
crits
it's-
and my character's starting to fall under the fucking influence. Like
Horror
hard.
Could
movie
never be
target
me.
That's just up to chance.
puts
Could never
I
be
put-
me.
horror
What
movie
is it?
target puts the
If we
goodest
fail-
boy in the horror movie. I hate it here. He's just a
Hey, you
lad.
signed up
He's
for it.
just
You guys, we all signed up for our quest except you.
Yeah, I was expecting like
An
zombie
epic boss
town.
fight.
I switched into this one at the last second.
I mean, it is kind of Zombie Town. It's just, more Resident
The whole
Evil
town is zombie.
7 than Resident Evil 2.
he's just a boy.
I was gonna
He-
say it's a little less.
he's just a
Doom-
little
It's
guy.
a little less Doomslayer and a little more Silent Hill.
Dead Space?
I was expecting more
Yeah, I guess
fucking
Isaac Clarke.
Last of Us. I was expecting
Oh,
to blow up the heads
RE8,
of juniors.
RE9.
Did you want some clickers and some boomers? I could still do that.
I was about to say
Some-
Okay,
some
no,
RE
not in this case, but
Yeah.
I was
guess.
Some
expecting us to have
RE7.
fucking cordyceps.
Little less left.
Some
4
good
Dead,
old
a little
RE7, Left 4 Dead
more
2,
Space.
World War Z. It sucks, man.
I'll see you all in half a year for part 3.
Yeah,
Hell
it's gonna
yeah.
take at least 10 years for that.
No. We're gonna get this within the next month. I promise.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Okay,
He says,
cool.
holding you all at gunpoint.
Yes.
I hope so, and I really hope Malcolm makes it out of this because I have a feeling he might be the one that dies.
Nah,
I mean,
no.
hey,
He's
man.
he just.
Do we know
Hashtag you
everyone's
guys got
backstories
that.
up?
It's just a cold, guys.
Hashtag
It's
you
just a
guys
cold.
got that. I'ma see y'all back at base disappears.
Oh god,
Nyne,
I just had a
commence
horrific
Operation
thought.
Incinerate Everything.
I just had a horrific thought. If everyone except maybe Nyne here dies to Fungus and Nyne has to retreat because he can't take on a Yuma fused with a bunch of negators on his own, that's a negator amalgamation.
Oh hell.
I mean, I'm a
So-
die.
So
Fungus
what Billy
is
said that one time, drop the nukes. Yeah, I think we're onto something here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
guys.
This is gonna end
Yeah,
like
Nyne, turn into a nuke real quick.
You know, Gray would definitely go on a rescue mission for you guys, but he like lost a good chunk of his side. He can't be getting out of bed right now, you know.
The
He
only
doesn't
thing
have
I
a sector fucking gift. Yeah, he's not.
think a very
Hiroshima,
Hiroshima.
Nagasaki.
You got this.
Nagasaki.
Fat man and
What was
little
the
boy
question
look
war?
like fucking
In
firecrackers.
Chernobyl, there's like some fungus that feeds on radiation, don't you?
Ugh.
Something. I am death, destroyer of worlds.
What's the quest reward for this again?
Here's the
Whatever it is, it's not worth it.
It better be an
let
artifact or
me
something.
check. Let me check. The quest reward. Shoot.
Or a couple of seats.
Look, I'm gonna be real with you
12
guys.
seats.
If you fail here and we have to send a second team, I don't even know if killing Yuma Fungus will be enough to help you guys.
Yeah, this one's for the
Can we
Joker
get
seat.
Reggie to help?
Thought
Can
so.
it-
Let's call upon the 12-year-old.
It's so Jova. I'm nuking this fucking place, bro. I am a Vegeta. I am gonna Vegeta final explosion this whole bitch if you guys get turned. I'm sorry.
Hey,
great.
remember,
I have
retreating
no
is
other
always an
options.
option. I will never
Yeah.
stop you from running.
Can
Oh,
Gracious
word?
Get the fuck out of there.
Nigarunda yo.
Now, Reggie might tear you a new one for that, but
Oh yeah.
Oh
Since
yeah.
Since we're talking about Resident Evil,
Joestar secret technique.
Using my legs, baby.
oh hell
We're
yeah!
gonna need to hope that we can burn and freeze it enough to destroy its fucking core.
I was gonna ask Nyne to light my sword on fire.
Yeah, we're gonna activate technical elemental
You're gonna
damage.
burn your father's sword?
It's metal. It should be fine.
It'll
You're
melt
gonna
if
burn
it's
the
too hot.
metal. Do you know how many
No.
times
Metal, and I never
I
melt.
burned pieces of metal?
Yeah. Steel,
I think that's an
You
explosive.
don't have to.
melting point is way higher. It's fine.
Don't burn the sword, but coat it in a flammable substance.
I was gonna do one of those. Like,
bro wants the fucking napalm sword.
yes, I went to napalm sword. I was gonna ask Malcolm to shoot at the same time as I strike.
Has anyone here played
Fantastic.
Paladins? You will get the reference. No
I
one
have a
here
s-
played
I
Paladins.
don't think so.
I don't know
No,
what
I
that
don't think
is.
any of us have put ourselves through that.
Since we're talking
Oh
about
my days.
I have a small idea. If you use your laser beam, or at least your heat stuff, at the same time I'm using unheat, we might be able to completely crush it.
here's my idea. I was gonna see if Malcolm could like shoot the ice bullets, and Nyne could like light on fire, and Yaruki could go in like with melee, and like Rutley could try using root to like stop it from regenerating as much as he could.
Hold on, I can on the
Oh,
bullet
okay.
theory, I can use Unchain on the bullet and just fucking stack it with a fuck ton of kinetic energy, make that shit a pile driver,
Bro, what are you,
pile
cracked?
bunker. Yes, that's literally what Unchain is. It's craft work paired with like Law's OP fruit.
We gotta
I'm
start
hearing
stacking
where
everything we
they're
got.
coming from.
Yeah, you guys
Honestly.
actually have some pretty crazy abilities in here.
It's like part craft with part ope no me.
Yo, I got an idea.
If worse comes to worse, Malcolm can suicide bomb and do max output
Not again. Not
unheat.
Why does he keep trying to suicide bomb?
Again, I have no other options.
Yeah, basically. If there are
Here-
no other options, Malcolm can do what he did to that one room and try and sub-zero it.
Can someone from like the other quest come in like Ada and RE4 and just drop like a rocket launcher or artifacts?
Stoic's doing
Anything
good.
helpful.
Stoic's the only one capable from the chance quest, so
Tell them to drop an
Yeah.
artifact.
just Stoic can come by.
Yeah,
Tell me-
because Zep
Nora,
or-
Zep, and Gray got torn to shreds.
Nora actually didn't get beat up too bad, I don't believe.
Yeah, but she does have a prosthetic now, doesn't she?
Did everyone lose an
No,
arm?
no,
Damn.
no. She was talking about that like hypothetically. She doesn't currently need one. Zep
Oh, okay.
does.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Gray's
Alright.
gonna need a
More
fucking
it's
artificial
It's okay,
stomach.
guys. It's 1:30. I gotta go to bed. I'm already
Okay.
overstood my
we should do a
welcome.
quick sign off.
I gotta go
Good
to
night.
bed at like 6. I gotta go to work for 6.
Yeah, we
Alright.
should do a
Go
quick
sleep.
sign off here before we keep
Go to
yapping.
sleep.
Should we still say stay poly?
Yeah.
No.
Hero's not here. Let's see what it is on it.
Anyways,
All right.
Pyrrhon,
I've
go ahead and
been-
do a sign out here.
I've been Pyrrhon. Thank you so much to our players. We'll be back sooner than last time, hopefully. I'm going to try to get a few sessions done this month.
Next, let's get the incorrect buster.
Let's hope.
But thank you all so much for being here and for playing this wonderful game with me, and for letting me freak you out a bit.
Thanks for giving us all heart
been-
attacks.
The only thing giving me heart attacks is a bunch of meatballs.
How many
All
do
right,
you
I've
even
been
have?
Pyrrhon, your humble
I had
GM,
15.
signing off.
Night and night.
See ya.
Thank you and good
Night.
night.
Night night.
Stay poly.
Stay
I'll
poly.
see you when I see you. Stay poly.
Stay poly.